Nothing like being late to work, waiting for a train. Stella, you don't mind being late to work, do you? Oh boy. Headed to work today, and we got to pick up a tire and wheel. Stella is just languishing here in the sun. She likes right in the back. We've got her tied in so she can't jump out if she sees a squirrel, which is actually quite often. We're hoping that we can fit our tire in the trunk of the 52 Singer Roadster 4AD. I think so. Yeah, here it comes right there. Guy's bringing me my tire. Yes, that fits. A big old 12-inch wide 15 Krager in the back of our Roadster. Stella, what do you think? It's quite a load. Now this is legal. The guy riding his mini bike down the road. No helmet, no nothing. All right, good morning. We finally made it into work. Ready to start our day. What are we gonna do today, Stell? Gonna pet your face, pet your eyes, scratch your nose. You like that? You're a good puppy. No, I don't think so. I think we're gonna get to work on the car of the day. And what may that be? It's not furry and soft and barks a lot. It's a 2CV. This thing is probably the nicest 2CV that I have the opportunity of working on. I work on a few. This one is really, really, really good. I'll open it up here for you. That is nice. A little bit of tartan interior to start our day. A little bit of sunroof action. Oh, this thing is a gorgeous car. I think we're going to do a valve adjustment and timing check, and then adjust the carburetor, basic stuff. Check the clutch out. Make this thing better than it is. If you're not familiar on how to adjust the valves on a 2CV, the fenders have to come off. That means the inner wings, the whole entire fender, you have to get down to the valve cover, which is right there. So we're going to pull the fender off. Luckily, it's not too hard. This car, though, you have to take extra precautions not to scratch the beautiful red paint. And just like that, the fenders pop right off. Only 4 bolts, and now I have unlimited access to the valve cover. Let's adjust these valves. So when adjusting your 2CV, you want to put your hand crank in the engine. Make sure the ignition is off. And you want to find the loose side, so you can pre-tension one side on a compression stroke or an exhaust stroke or an intake stroke, but you want the opposite one. So we're dealing with the exhaust valve here, and I am measuring about 10 thousandths. It needs to be closer to 6. So I'm going to adjust my push rod and my rocker arm here to take away 4 thousandths of clearance. The factory manual says 2 millimeter, which is about 6.5 thousandths. Okay, and you do that for all the valves. What we'll do is we'll adjust these, and then we'll put the fender back on and do the other side to each individually. Our shop dog Stella back in the shop. We got our fender back on. We got our valves adjusted on the passenger side. Now we're moving to the driver's side. And Stella is going to show us what dogs typically do during the day. Is they just lay on the cool concrete in front of a shop fan and hope that somebody comes around and rubs their tummy. It's a dog's life. The fender is removed, valves are adjusted, we're going back together. It's pretty easy. Okay, so we're finishing up on the service on our Citroen 2CV, this jolly red rancher. We've checked our timing, we have changed the oil, we have greased the drive shafts, we have set the valves, aired up the tires, we checked the lights, did check the brakes. Let's start it up, see what it sounds like. Oh, this is a nice car. I love this car. So ignition switch is right here. Turn that to the on position. You can see the light comes on. I'm going to pull the choke out, which this should light up red, and it does. And then we're going to give her a little beep on the horn for good luck, and we're going to turn the key. Oh, that's nice. Turn the choke in a little bit. Let's go listen to the engine. It's a really nice car. Oh, that sounds nice. That purrs like a kitten. Turn the choke off. Oh, just turn the choke back on a little bit. It's pretty cold. Oh, come on, there we go. I think we got a crack in our exhaust someplace. Let's turn our light on. Yeah, we do. If you look right down in there, there's a crack in the exhaust pipe. These things vibrate a lot. Sounds just like a 2CV should. That's pretty nice. Oh, that sounds good. I'm going to adjust the idle for best idle, and I think that's it. Maybe take her for a drive. Oh, would you like to go for a drive? I think I would. I would really like to drive this car. It's a really nice little car. Oh, yeah. Can you feel that? Can you stick your tongue out and lick this thing? It's like a Jolly Red Rancher. It's gorgeous. Well, it's a good thing I checked the lights. I think we got a burnt out brake light bulb right there. Okay, so we have completed our service on our, I'm not sure what year it is. It's a 2CV, but it's a mixture of parts like all the rest. I'm sure it's titled as a 60, but it's really an 87. That's typically what they did, galvanized frame and then changed all the bodywork. I think it's a later model one because it has the taillights and the bigger engine and the disc brakes, but I never know on these things. They're so mixed up. So we're going to take it for a drive, and we're not going to take the puppy dog because it's such a nice little car. I don't want her to shed or barf or cause any issues, which she probably wouldn't. She's a really good dog, but you're going to have to sit this one out, Stella. Sit it out. Sorry. No yawns for you. This car is sitting out here warming up. This car is gorgeous. I wish the camera could show you how beautiful this car is. I think I need to pull the choke out a little bit. It's just starting to putt. So I'll pull the choke out before it dies. It is beautiful. The battery gauge started working again. All the gauges work. Beautiful. And it's in kilometers, by the way. Yeah, figured that out. There's your gear shift indicator. Here is your gear shift, and we'll go through some of the knobs and switches. This is the headlight light flash. Oh, what is that? Radiator? Oh, it's windshield washer squirters, windshield wipers. I don't know what that is. There's four-way flashers over here, various warning lights here. I'm being very vague because I don't know what they all do. It does have a cool vent system where you can crank this and flip out the base of the windshield and get cool air right in your face. That's this little flipper flapper right here. This thing sounds perfect. I don't know if you can hear that or not. It is just singing. It's on high idle. We're not going to take the dog because she sheds and is a dirty dog, but this thing just runs smooth. Got all the lights fixed, it's all serviced, greased, oil changed, valves adjusted, timing checked. I think we're good. Tires are pumped up. What's funny about these tires is when the car came in, they were at 15 pounds, and I was like, why is that? And I think I know why. And that is because the owner was following the recommended tire pressures here, 20 psi front and 26 rear. Although that's probably for the original tires. These are radials, they're Firestone radials, and they have a maximum pressure of 44. So I'd like to see these about 30, which is double what was in them. So it should make a big difference when driving it. Tell me if I'm wrong, but that's my thinking. Getting ready to take this thing for a test drive. We're gonna flip the windows open, you release the latch, and you pop it all the way up like that until it sticks. And now you have unobscured driving. You can rest your arm on the sill, you can look out your mirror, get lots of fresh air, and if you want to release it, you got to reach up here and there's a little tiny button. Let me show you. Let me show you. It's really cool. So when this window flips up, you have to reach up here, flip this little button to release it. That's so cool. Love these cars. I need to get one of these. Stella, you're not going on this ride, baby. You just stay right there. I had to make a quick mixture adjustment to the 2CV. It was a little too lean and it didn't want to idle on its own without the choke. So we got that fixed up and she's just purring like a kitten. You gotta be careful when you're messing with a 2CV carburetor because there's an exhaust manifold there and one there. Very easy to get burned. Okay, we're out in the real world driving our 2CV. Let's check the brakes. Yeah, they're pretty good. We gotta wait for a truck to go by here. And once that goes by, we're gonna give her the beans. See how she does. Accelerates nicely. Second gear. Not the fastest 2CV I've ever driven. Doesn't have as much torque as the others. Basically I'm flat footing it, but it's getting up there. Huh. Okay, turn signals. Let's try make sure those work. Brakes. Yeah, brakes are actually pretty good. Leans. 2CVs lean a lot. Idle has come down and it's not dying. That's good. Let's put it back into first gear without grinding. There we go. First gear. Pretty nice. There's a little kid over there. He's like pointing. Should have honked at him. Little kids like to be honked at. This is a beautiful 2CV. We got the top off, open, rolled back. Really nice. We're gonna put it back into first gear here and take off. See if we can get it up into fourth. Everything seems to work beautifully. Doesn't have as much snap as I thought it would. I wonder if the timing is a little retarded. It seemed right. Okay, at second gear, foot to the floor. It does pick up in the higher RPMs. Third gear. And let's go for fourth, shall we? It's fine. It's actually pretty good. Turn signal on. Gonna wait for this car to go by. We're gonna downshift back down into first gear. There we go. It's a really nice riding car though. No squeaks, no rattles. Turn signals do not cancel. This is what I expected. See if we can sop up these bumps. Yeah, it does a really good job at that. Okay, I think it's pretty good. Brakes are good. Brakes stop straight. That's nice. Let's get the seatbelt off here. I put it in the wrong one. Oh, and I just killed it because I left it in gear. Let's turn it back on again. I want to hear it idle. Make sure it's in neutral. It is. What a nice car this is. This is probably the nicest 2CV that I've had the pleasure of working on. It's really, really good. I love this thing. Thanks for coming along on the ride. Hope you enjoyed. Fantastic French car here. It's just, I call it the Jolly Red Rancher. Like a piece of candy. I want to lick it. Really good. Love this thing. Oh boy, tasty.